Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. So this is your weekly reading, and I was just getting this image of you when I was tuning in for you, and it was like this beautiful woman who almost like on a beach, who felt otherworldly, like she almost had like a bit of a mermaid quality to her. So there was a mythical kind of magical quality. Plus also she had this shell necklace on, and she was going through and touching the shell, like each shell, a little bit like you would with a rosary bead when you touch each of the beads, but it was like more of it wasn't anything religious. It was just more like you're on the beach and there's this beautiful sensory sense of touching something natural, feeling quite wistful. The hair might be like flowing a little bit in the breeze, and it's being very present with these joyful sensory processes that are coming in at this moment, and feeling like there's something really precious and lovely that you've got at this moment in time. So it's just some really nice moments of kind of working out. It's kind of quite a contemplative energy as well that's coming through with it. We've got Four of Shells, soul searching and reevaluation. So it's kind of interesting because it's kind of saying there's this moment of pause where you're in a place where you can really sort of feel through something, feel through some energies. I feel like with this sense of soul searching and reevaluation, it's more just give yourself some time to kind of just almost absent-mindedly, but you're present with it. But it's like it's kind of like, imagine that you were like just thinking about something and you were doing this with a crystal, just kind of something with your hands, and it's like you were thinking about it, and it's not particularly like a logical process. It's a sense of just knowing that there's something you're searching for, and it's like more of an intuitive process that's coming in, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, soul searching and reevaluation is coming through, but I did have this sense of connecting to joy and beauty and being very present as well with this image that I was being shown. And the shells, it's actually interesting, you got the Four of Shells coming in as well. So we've got strength, Sun, Leo, Pluto, okay? So the Four of Shells, quite literally, I just put that, we were talking about the shell necklace. So yeah, the strength card coming in, getting this zap of like courage and building your strength here. The strength card always comes in when you're thinking about stepping and doing something big, or something that's kind of taking you out of your comfort zone, something that requires courage, something that you kind of know is going to dig deep into your resilience, and maybe you have to put aside some fears and put aside some pride and just go for something. So it's kind of an interesting energy, and I feel like it's like a lot of like electric energy is being channeled to this at this moment in time, to the point that there is a key that's about to unlock this, like it's kind of like hear me roar kind of energy, it's interesting. So I love how the Sun and Pluto have come out together, because Pluto is the planet of transformation, and the Sun is shining the light on something that you're having the courage to transform in your life at this moment in time. And that's where you know what this is, with this deep soul searching energy and the reevaluation energy that's coming through. You'll kind of know this on a deeper level. So yeah, interesting. The Ten of Swords, this is an ending, a closing of a chapter. Perhaps there was something ended. Perhaps there was this feeling of betrayal with it, even with the Ten of Swords. But this is definitely something has ended. This is release and transformation and recovery as well. The darkness is lifting and the sun is shining, and we've got the sun coming in, and Pluto can represent the darkness. It is very black and white. So it's wanting to kind of remove some of that and, bring in the light. We've got the strength card again. Okay, so you have had the strength to say no to something or put an end to something in your life, or you're gathering the strength to do that, to close a chapter, which is really interesting. Yeah, you're getting stronger here. There's Seven of Wands. This is where this person's getting stronger in their position to be able to defend what it is that they want, or they're feeling stronger in themselves. It's feeling stronger in yourself in even defending your position or speaking up for what it is that you want, or just even, making this big decision to say no and put an end to something here with this 10 of Swords. Wow. The 2 of Cups. Okay. So there is a relationship here that's come in. We'll see what else is happening. The Judgment. Okay. So, yeah, interesting. He's getting these very highly intuitive, and the Page of Swords, messages through your intuition and also through spirit coming in around a particular relationship, that you're getting stronger in speaking up with somebody in your life, and to be able to say no to them, quite literally. And the Judgment energy is where you're clearing some things up and out. It's a sense of things have come up from the dead, old issues, past issues that you thought were laid to rest have come back up for you to kind of finally lay them to rest and say no to them. So the Judgment energy is kind of saying there's a new era that's coming in. There's a new dawn, quite literally, with love and relationships, or just love and their particular relationship, or love and relationships in general. This can be a present relationship. It can also be a past relationship that has left you with this soul-searching energy as well. So there's something that's been transformed in particular. So for some of you, it's about speaking up and be able to say no within a relationship. Something's calling you. This relationship is moving into a whole new phase at this moment in time. It's about to expand and find itself in a new place. So, yeah, interesting. And depending on, doesn't matter what relationship this is in your life, and it can be love, it can be family, it can be past love. It's this sense of, it's just, there's messages coming to you with the Page of Swords, there's solutions. You might hear about some things online as well that you want to put a stop to, or you want to put an end to, and you're getting stronger about speaking up against some things that are happening in the online world that is troubling you, or you're finding it hard to deal with as well. So there's things like that are coming up. And yeah, I just think with the Judgment energy and the 2 of Cups, this is very much like some messages from spirit coming in loud and clear around a particular relationship. And the Judgment energy is, sometimes it's like a second chance energy, but it's a rebirth energy in general, that something is rebirthing in terms of love and relationships. And so it does require you clearing and cleaning up a lot of things. So maybe you need to go back over it and kind of work out what this energy is that needs to be cleared or cleaned up around it. So, yeah, interesting. Let's pull an animal card for you. But it is going to require courage to do this. So, and again, the Page of Swords is interesting because this is your words. It's listening to things, being open to, it is the card of listening to somebody else or hearing things. But it's also the card of making up your own mind. It's the card of working out what it is that you think within a situation as well. So this is where there could be issues around, for some of you, narcissists, because it's like you're actually, you're claiming a space that this is what I think and this is what I want to say on the issue, and being very clear about that and having the strength and courage to kind of do that. So, yeah, interesting. So I feel like there's an unresolved issue here that you need to clear up and sort out, and you're having the courage to tackle this in particular relation to a particular relationship in your life. The Bat energy. And like I said, you don't actually have to be talking to this person. Some of you, it is around speaking up. It's around your throat chakra. But if this is an old energy and a past energy, this may be just you clearing things out inside of yourself too. We have Bat. The element of air has come in. So we are in Gemini season, which is where the Page of Swords is a very Gemini energy as well. So it's where news, stories, information is coming to you. You're working things out. You're learning a whole. Be really open-minded and curious and receptive to what is coming to you in order to make sense of it. But the Bat energy is very much saying that it's by the time we get to the full moon in Sagittarius, which is I think it's mid-June. I think it's around the 13th or 14th of June. You'll have to check the date depending on where you are in the world. This is a sense that it's time to let that go. It's time to let some ideas go. It's time to let fear go as well. And it's also what they're saying is that you got the you potentially might have got the message in the moon cycles, whether it's the new moon in Gemini that happened at the end of May, or whether it's that big full moon lunar eclipse that occurred mid-May in the sign of Scorpio, which is like your fellow sister sign, water sign. You've got the message loud and clear that it's time to let go of fear around this issue. So, wow. It's, interesting because they're bringing me back to now the sense of holding on to the shells. I wish I had shells. It's like this necklace. It's like you were kind of going like this with it and just thinking, coming back and contemplating. And so there's something that you're kind of really thinking about here. And like I said, it's got that soul searching and reevaluation energy. So wait for, like, it's a highly intuitive time. You're creating space, intuitive space and mental space for the ideas to come to you, but also it's a sense of you standing in the sun, and it's a sense of you gathering this vitality and strength that comes through with this to be able to take on, and the courage to take on this issue. But I also get with the sense that it was like a mermaid and the myths around it, like just questioning what things were true, what things were right. You might be going over some little details as well, and but not getting stuck on it. It's about just kind of going over things because something will kind of come out of you from more of a intuitive space or a bigger picture space by just kind of going over some little things. Yeah, interesting. Some of you might even have a process or a necklace or a piece of jewelry or something that even going to the beach, I think, could be really helpful, or going around water. You might have shells at home, but I just keep getting this sort of sense it's something connected to both the earth and the water, which is the shells and the sand, and the shells are on either the sand or they're in the water. So it's, something that has potentially, again, the shell energy is a sense that there's nothing living in it anymore. The thing that was there emotionally has gone, so it's time to discard this. So, yeah, and I feel like it's like with this soul-searching reevaluation and having the courage to take this on, it's like you are stepping into a whole new, you're rebirthing in some way with love and relationships. So, and giving yourself second chances with that in terms of reconnections or just letting stuff go that you don't need. So, yeah, interesting energy to come through for you, Pisces. So that's it. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and take care.